And we are in the garden this morning with my dear old friend, Dabney Morgan. Dabney, how you doing,
morning.
my
Nice
friend?
to see
Good to see you. It's great to be here. And get us your calls, 673-5420, just like old times.
Yeah,
we did this show for so many years.
And Jeff, we're not leaving you out now.
Oh, that's fine. Actually, Jeff always does this segment, and very well, by the way.
Very
but
good.
He was nice enough to let us share this time
yeah.
here. Anyway, what's going on? We got a lot of rain out there.
Yeah, well, I brought some more. These are some tomatoes out of my garden. But the big thing, if you're not able to grow your own vegetables, perfect time of year to visit the farmer markets. Buy local. A lot of things coming in local. Corn's coming in, cucumbers, peppers, and you know it's nothing better when it comes right out of the garden like that. Even from the farmer's market, you're getting the best of quality. Unfortunately, with the grocery stores, because of the way they have to handle it, takes some time.
Isn't it buy local, buy
Absolutely.
fresh? Teresa,
Absolutely.
Virginia Beach, what's your question for Dabney?
Hi, Dabney, and
morning.
welcome back, Andy. Love seeing you on the Saturday morning.
Thank you. I did this show many years.
I've got knockout roses in front of my house, and one of the bunch is dead, and I don't know what's causing that. Do I need to dig it out and replace it with another one, or is there anything that I can do?
Right.
Because they're beautiful, except for that
Sure.
one.
When you do, I would dig it out. When you dig it out, check the root system. Make sure there are some varmints, voles in particular, that will actually feed on the root system of roses. If the roots do not look eaten, then the other possibility, there's an incurable disease that will attack knockout roses, and it's caused by a spider mite. He's the host. He carries the disease. It gets into the plant, and unfortunately, you need to spray a miticide to prevent from getting to the others.
Now, what's the difference between a vole and a mole?
All right, the vole is vegetative eater. He eats on the roots. He'd eat above ground and below ground. Moles, on the other hand, eat the insects. But they're the ones that make the lawn look so bad, but they don't damage the plants per se.
Skip, Chesapeake, what's your question for Dabney?
We have a pear tree. It's been an old pear tree. I've had it about 20-some years in the backyard, and last year and again this year, we've gotten some sort of a blight or whatever on the leaves, and there's spots all over all the leaves, and they just fall out way before they're supposed to, and don't know what's going on.
What is going on with that?
There are several problems. First of all, the age of the tree has some bearing. You know, fruit trees are only going to last so long. Secondly, there is a disease called fire blight that enters the tree when it blooms in the spring, and unfortunately, once it gets in the tree, there's not a lot we can do about it. The fact that it's an edible tree, we're restricted to some of the pesticides we can use on it. So unfortunately, I don't have any real good solution. You may want to consider planting another new tree beside it and let that come on in, because it will not go from the old tree to the new tree.
Lee and Chesapeake, go ahead.
Good morning, Dabney and Andy. I am wondering, similar to the lady with the knockout roses, I have a butterfly bush that parts of it are dead and parts of it are just beautiful. So I didn't know if there was something I need to look for. Could you help me?
The main thing there, we've just had so much rain this year. Butterfly bushes do not like a lot of wet. Make sure that it's not in an area that tends to stay wet, and if so, then trench around it so we can drain the water off of it. And I would recommend, even at this time of year, go ahead and cut it back, feed it, and let it fill back in again, because you can prune butterfly bushes during the summer and still get them fill back in again for you.
Right. Okay. You know, when we were up in Michigan, we planted a tree in memory of my father, and they had the worst winter up there ever. Snow was still piled up along the side of the road April 15th. The snow cut my father's memorial tree in half. And you know what? It's still alive.
Came back.
Isn't that great symbolism?
It is.
That's great. And you know, so it was. But they had a terrible winter up there, and we're very fortunate that we didn't. And
we had a bad winter here. In fact, people right now, hydrangeas are not blooming nearly as well this year because we had such a hard winter.
You know why I know we had a bad winter? Because I had to spend so much money for oil heat. I'm telling you, it's killing me. It was killing me. Hey, anyway, Dabney, thank you, my
Nice
friend.
to see you.
Thanks for coming by, and we're going to be back with more coming up. right at me.